Hey friends. I was genuinely nervous about what I was going to find in the garden after we've been away for 2 weeks. Some things have been a nice pleasant surprise, like look at the colour of those beautiful asters, and yet they've been knocked over by the wind. I'm like, is that a win or is that a loss? No. These zinnias I had planned to pull up because I was like, well, they've got buds. They had little buds like this, but then they were drying out. I was like, oh, they might not make it. And yet they have all flowered. So I'm glad I didn't take them out. I'm not sure I like these colours. I don't think I'm going to let them self-seed. I might have to take them out. I did get some new zinnias for next year that are a different variety. So we'll see what happens with that. Here we have some peas that have exploded, but they've also gone on a life of their own. Instead of trellising up, they just sort of trellised out. So I'm probably going to need to help guide them. Every gardener knows that your plants are basically like children. You need to support them in their growth. And these I need to take out. But I've got some green beans here. These are ones that I planted with you all about a month ago. So now they're at the point of putting on lots of lovely flowers. And hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have some nice green beans to harvest together. And then over here, I'm happy about this. Got lots of ripe San Marzano tomatoes, so we'll get those harvested. And lots of ripe-ish looking peppers. I only got 2 peppers off this, and I'm wondering, because in our climate we need a long season, so I actually started these off in January, but they've still struggled. And I think what I might do is try and overwinter some of my peppers so that I get a bit of a head start on the season. So there's some that I do want to overwinter and some that I don't. Like this one here that gave out chocolate fruits, but they were really thin skinned, and I'm not sure why that was, but these ones seem to be nice and thick skinned. So I'll probably overwinter that one. I'm going to overwinter this chili, which has put on lots of lovely chilies for me, but maybe not this one. Sorry, because this is the only chili that I've had all season. Again, these, I might overwinter these because I think I can make paprika out of these. These are the Di Toro Rosso. Sorry, I did take this one because I think a bug's gotten into this, so I'm going to put it in the compost. The other thing we came back to that I was quite surprised at, because I wasn't sure if the cucumbers were done, is I've got a cucumber there and 2 big old cucumbers here. But I'm hesitant to eat them or do anything with them because they're huge, and I think they might have gone bitter. We had some that I think I might have left too long in the heat. So cucumbers, if they get hot, they get really bitter. And I tried one and I was like, oh, that tastes like a goblin. So I don't know if I'm going to eat those. I might try a little bit when I harvest them. I need to go and get my basket actually. This is some sweet corn, and it looks like, oh yeah, it's been had by that had loads of sweet corn on it, and I think the squirrels have got to it. Cheeky whatsits. So yeah, we'll have to do something about those squirrels. I need to start protecting some of my stuff. I mean, could argue that I live in a lovely symbiotic relationship with my furry friends up in the tree above. This looks nice. Nice and crusty. That's what you want. So I've got a bit that it didn't get pollinated here. That's what it looks like when it doesn't get pollinated. But these are all the kernels that did get pollinated. I'm just going to stick a finger in. Yep, that's milky. So that is actually ready to harvest. Let's take that off before the squirrels get to it. Any others? That didn't do anything. That's all dried out completely. So we'll see. Right. I'm going to be upset if I only get one. That feels like that's ready to harvest at the bottom. So 2. maybe that one, 2, 3. Any that did swell and do something. Yeah, I think, because I had loads on here. I don't know if you saw, was it my last video or the video before? I had loads. And I've got 3. Oh, 4. And I think what's happened is those cheeky squirrels have gone, ooh, free grain. That's tasty. That's yummy. And head off with it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at this beast. Isn't that lovely? Little watermelon. And another one here. Oh, I'm glad that they seem to be growing still. With that. Happy with that. This one I think might have had it, but there's no, I'm pretty sure all of the watermelons are on this plant. So I might trim back all the dead stuff and see what happens. Okay, right, what else do we have to look at? Oh, we've got some little melons here too, a little one. They don't seem to grow as quickly, these ones. And I've got another one down here. So I don't know what I should do about that. I'm going to just fold it over itself. And then this one looks like it also might be dead. So there's some things to take out and whatnot. I think this Golden Delight might also be done for. It's all dried out, it's dead. It's given the last of its life, although, and at the same time, giving some more little buds. So maybe again, I just, because it's giving fruit, I might as well just cut it back and see what else I get from it, because I've still got a month here before I need to do anything else. Oh my goodness. This was an experiment. Okay, sorry. It's apparently getting very excited about my little garden here. Okay, so this here, potatoes, new potatoes. Now, I wasn't sure if these potatoes would sprout and turn into anything. Basically, what had happened was I harvested a bucket of potatoes. I accidentally left them out near a window and they went green, which then meant I couldn't eat them because they would have given us a poorly tummy. But I thought, I heard that green potatoes actually give are better for seed potatoes because the green helps stop them rotting in the ground. So you can put them in and they won't rot and then they'll sprout and you can just grow them. And it looks like they've worked because I've got a few sprouts in each of those buckets. So that's nice because we'll have a little autumn harvest of potatoes. So that'll be good. Yeah, getting there. Brassicas, they look like they're still being chomped at. Not really getting much from it. I might start these again and see, because I think brassicas, they prefer the cooler temperatures. So you have to start them really early in spring and then worry about whether this is going to happen, or you start them now and hopefully they do a lot better because there's no cabbage moth, there's nothing like that. But what we do have is the start of some cauliflower heads. So I need to just sort of, I heard someone suggesting this, just covering them over a bit. So in theory, we might get a few teeny tiny cauliflowers, who knows. Doesn't look like we're going to get any broccoli from over there. And it doesn't look like we're going to get any Brussels sprouts. So I think I might have to just start this whole bed again, or maybe start it in a different bed, since I'm about to pull everything from that bed out this next week. I think I'm going to pull everything from that bed and that bed out. But we do have these starting to put some growth on. These are some early onward, but they don't seem to be growing very quickly. I don't know why. The other ones put on loads of growth really quickly. So if anyone can tell me why some decided to go ham really early and others decided not to, I'd love to know. Okay, what else have we got? Sorry, I'm a bit chaotic today because I've not seen this garden in 2 weeks. We've got some leeks. They're looking all right. Bit stunned by the wind, but all right. Got some carrots. I think I need to replant some of these because it looked like only this section survived. Fine. So I'm gonna come back and plant some more carrot seeds. It does look quite dry, I think, and I definitely covered this with mulch. I think my cats have been in here. I'm not gonna lie. I think they've been in there. Celery's looking like it's doing well though. I'm looking forward to harvesting that and making a nice little moi pois mix. And celeriac over there again, looking very healthy. Got my friend the spiders making their home here. So yeah, we've got a few things to look forward to in the next month. We are going to be trialing life in Sweden. So I need to basically get this garden to a state where we can leave it and I can be happy with leaving it. Nice little harvest. Little courgette there. Got some more courgettes coming by the looks of it, but they're not very big yet. So I'll probably just tie those up a bit more again. I do have one to harvest over there though. Come over here with me. Oh gosh. Got random tomatoes. I'm pretty sure I did not plant those because they're over by my compost bin. But they're putting on some nice little tomatoes. So I'm curious to know what I'll get. These are definitely a cherry tomato variety though. All right. The butternut squash is growing. It's looking very healthy. But this has been a perennial problem with me. Every year, I get lots of male flowers, male, all male, all male, and no female flowers. And I do not know why. If anyone knows why, please can you tell me, because I want some fruit. Yes, would very much like some fruit. I seem to have a late growing sweet corn here. Ladybugs are protecting it. So I think I'll leave the smaller ones because I don't think they've actually fruited yet. There's some at the back that I need to pull out. And then over here, got my little courgette ready to harvest. That'll taste all lovely, I think. So yeah, that's sort of what I've come back to. I've got obviously a lot of work to do. I've got some things to harvest. I've got some things to take out. I've got some things to wait on. And then in a couple of weeks, I will get my garden spick and span and looking nice. But I'm a little bit gutted about the squirrels there nicking my sweet corn. I had loads of sweet corn. Loads. And it's all gone. So yeah, I need to figure out a way to protect my sweet corn from critters. Especially if I'm going to be going away. Anyway.